Hi everyone, it's Heather. Megan's here, Ben's coming. We've got ourselves all set up to do our COVID test today because we're going on Harmony of the Seas on Sunday, and today's Friday, and I called Royal Caribbean today and confirmed that we can take our tests today. These are the eMed home tests. They look like this. These are the ones that are approved for travel, and it says you have to download the Navica app, and I'm in the Navica app. And it says I'm either at a test site or I have a test. I did find out that I have to do Ben's test for him. Like, I have to swab him because he's under 15. But Megan can do herself. But I set up accounts, managed accounts for the kids on my Navica app so that we're all like on the same account. Okay, and it gives you the choice between I'm at a test site or I have a test. I have a test. Okay, if you do not have a test kit, okay. You must have a Binax Now COVID-19 test kit to perform your test. Please select which test you have. Do not open the test kit until instructed. You must remain connected for the entire call for your result to be registered. Are you currently talking to the proctor? No. Okay, my state of residence is Wisconsin. Start testing. Oh, crap. It says an eMed account is required for testing, and I don't know if I did that. Okay, create account. It's got my birth date. Okay, I'm in Wisconsin. Do you have a photo ID ready? Oh, okay. Mike, can you grab our passports out of the little drawer? Yes. Okay, I'm taking it for travel. If traveling by cruise, select your cruise line. Royal Caribbean. Traveling by air, no. What country are you currently in? I'm in the United States. Okay, the speakers are good. The microphone is good. It's checking the camera. Okay, it's checking our network. Okay, start the test. Mike, please sit down. Okay, please hold while we connect you with a certified guide. I'm going to put the phone in the tripod. You're up next. Thanks for your patience. Your telehealth proctor, and it has her.
Thank you for eMed. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay, hi.
Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. And by the way, welcome to eMed, and have you ever tested with us before?
No, this is my first time. And I do have a question. My two kids are here, they're teenagers, and they also need to be tested today. Do we do all that on a single call, or do they have to be individual calls?
It should be on individual calls.
Okay.
So you mentioned that they are teenagers and most likely they're minors. You can add them as your managed program.
I did already.
Oh, you already did?
Yep.
After you do your test, you may log out to eMed.com and then log back in and make sure to answer the questionnaire of who's going to take the test so that your minors will be reflecting the name
Okay,
of who's going to take the test.
got it.
Alright, awesome. And to ensure that your test is supported, we will need to verify its expiration date, and please hold your test box with the white label on the back of your box to your device scan. The white label can be on the back of the box that's been covered.
This one?
You can remove that sleeve so that we
Okay.
can see the expiration date.
Don't open it though. Ah, thank you. Okay, white label. Aha!
Alright, awesome. Was able to see it.
Okay.
And may I please have the name and date of birth of the person being tested?
Heather Oh, the ID. Okay, yep.
And your date of birth, please.
August 20th, 1972. Here's my,
And the year that you used to register. Are you good with that?
yes.
Alright, awesome. And, sorry. Just in that case that you might need to update your name in the future, you can always have that be updated through your profile. And then, alright. And also, please prop up your device so that I'll be able to.
Yeah, it's on a tripod.
And so that I'll be able to see your task box on the flat surface. Is it possible?
Oh, on the flat surface. Okay.
You need to hold it?
Move your device
Yeah.
further away from
Okay.
and feel it in the lower zone.
Yeah, Meg, if you can hold it. Is that better?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
Fine, thank you. And now, instructions for this test will be on the screen. Please open the task box. There should be a sealed task card, sealed swab, and a bottle of.
Okay.
Do you need scissors?
I don't think so. Maybe. Oh, shoot. No. Okay.
You can slide out the components on that.
Okay. So there's this, this,
Right.
and this.
All three components and everything are sealed.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, awesome. And now, please take the test card out of its packaging, out of the white.
Okay.
Out of the big white. And once you have, please hold it close to the bag's camera to scan the QR code.
The QR code, Meg.
A little bit closer, just a little. A little more. Alright, awesome. Thank you. We've scanned the QR code. Alright, and now please open the test card and lay it completely flat like an open book. Ensure that the walls are on the right side of the card and please do not touch the inside of the test.
Okay.
Alright, that's good. And now take the ampule or the dropper into the tiny white plastic. Twist and remove its tiny portion on the top. And hold it vertically half an inch over the top hole and slowly add 6 drops into the top hole of the card. The top hole is the smaller hole.
Okay.
That's 6.
6. No, the first one didn't go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to confirm, you were able to add 6 drops?
Yes.
Alright, you can now put the ampule down.
Okay.
And please take the swab out without touching the phone.
Say that again?
Take the swab out without touching the foam tip.
Okay.
Right, and we are going to swab each nostril beginning with the left, and please insert the swab, and please tap an inch into your left nostril and repeat it 5 times against the side of your nostril.
Okay.
And please do the same for the right nostril.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. And now, keep the card on the table. Insert the swab through the bottom hole until visible into the top hole. Slide it into the bigger hole until visible to the smaller hole.
Okay.
Alright, awesome. And now please throw or twist the swab shot 3 times to the right and leave it in the card.
1, 2, 2, 3. Okay.
Perfect. And now gently peel off the adhesive liner from the right edge of the test card.
Uh-huh.
And please close the left side of the card and keep the card face up on the table. That's perfect. Alright, awesome. And Heather, in a moment, we'll activate your timer. The task card will stay flat and stationary, and do not touch the task card during this time. And the telehealth proctor will be with you in 15 minutes to assist you in interpreting your results. And you are free to move away from the screen, but make sure to be back before the 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, great.
Alright, awesome. And thank you so much for choosing Event. You have a wonderful day and you stay safe. I'll start the timer now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Okay, so it helps to have a second person.
She Russian?
She sounded,
She had that one very
she had a
specific
very
Russian
interesting
accent.
accent. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little hard to hear, and I have the volume all the way up.
I know. Could you see her?
No,
Oh.
so we only hear them. You don't see the proctor, you only hear them. And little instructions, detailed instructions come up on the screen. And when it's time to show something with the back camera, it automatically flips the view. So it was actually showing me Megan, and then I knew I had to hold something back here. So this is interesting. And if you didn't hear, they said that each of the tests has to be an individual call on its own. So the kids will have to be,
Because you have to put your name in.
right, exactly, so it's separate. So now it's at 14 minutes and 9 seconds, and she said we can move away from the thing, but I can't bump or move this. Then a proctor, maybe a different one will come on again and tell me the results. This didn't hurt at all. That's not very far up there. This is an antigen test. The PCR tests are the ones that go really deep that you only can have a medical professional do. You can't do those to yourself. I was just a little tickly.
Is it foam?
Yeah, it's soft foam.
Not like a
Not like a cotton
cotton
swab.
swab.
No,
Okay.
more like a really soft styrofoam peanut kind of thing. Yeah. We just have to wait now for the proctor to come back, and then we'll do the kids' tests. Megan can do her own. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
But I have to do Ben's. Do you guys want me to include your test, or does this, you think, give them
This is
a
fine.
good
Yeah,
enough
this is fine.
idea?
Please don't include that.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop the recording right now, and I'll come back with the video when
Yeah.
when
15 minutes.
the result comes. And I'll probably come back at the end. I'm not gonna show us do the kids test because it's gonna be exactly the same really. But I will come back at the end and tell you if there was anything unusual or different about testing the kids. Okay, the good news is there's no second line showing up.
Okay,
And I know that means it's positive. It's like a pregnancy test.
yeah.
Okay, there's 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. So I'm just waiting for the time to run out. The good news is there's only one line. This is very similar to a pregnancy test where 2 lines would mean positive. And it shows 2 lines is positive, 1 line is negative, and there is very clearly only 1 line, so. We wear our masks everywhere, even at home if someone else comes into our house. We've done that the whole pandemic. We've stayed very isolated from people. I mean, we traveled a lot, but we always wear our masks, so 40 seconds. 5 seconds.
Jeez.
The beeping is playing loud. It's the voices that are quiet. Okay, it says, please hold while we connect you with a certified guide. You are in a high frame. Okay. You are up next. By the way, this is available 24/7. So,
Hello, thank you for choosing.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay, hello. Sir, let's check the result. Can you hold your test currently the back of your device camera? I'm just scanning your code.
Sure.
Check its result. It is loading for a while. Can you move closer away?
Farther away?
Yeah, further away.
Do you need a hold of it?
No, honey, I'm getting it on the table. Can you see it?
Yes, but it's hard to scan it. Try to look closer.
Oh, do you need to scan the code?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that?
This one is perfect. Okay, thank you. Scanning complete. Now, there are three possible outcomes of your test. It's positive, negative, and invalid. Please look the result window on the front of your card and look carefully for the pink line. The line in the sample window can be verified. Do you see the pink horizontal lines? Please compare this up yourself on the screen.
There's just one line. And it,
Okay.
yeah, negative, yeah.
Okay. Do you see only a single pink horizontal line next to the word control at the top of result window? Can you please compare the top result on the screen? Is it the same to your
Sure. Will it flip? It's what's showing on the screen right now.
It's the same to your
Yes, it's the same, yes.
Okay, you have tested negative for COVID-19. If you experience COVID-related symptoms, you may require an additional testing to confirm that you don't have a COVID-19. And if you have a question, simply contact your healthcare provider or local health department. Wait for a moment and send your results as a review.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, your test results will be sent through your email. Goodbye and thank you for choosing email. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you. My proctor was great. Okay. Okay, you ready, Betty? Your turn.
I'm trying to be nice and not.
Okay, here's my EMED lab report. Is this Buddy's desk work?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi Heather, here's your lab report. It's attached. I just don't understand this. I don't understand the Navica thing, and it's the password I made was for Navica.
Not for the email.
Yeah, and I don't get how they're connected. Because when you go to the Navica app, it says test with EMED.
I think email is just a test. So it's part we do it together. So
Okay, but does it think I'm... It didn't ask me to log in.
are you well,
Shoot, I don't know.
The book doll was Zusak.
I don't want it to think it's me again. This is very unclear. It's gonna think it's me again. Okay, so we're on Megan now. I'm gonna show you what we're looking at. This is the timer for the 15 minutes. It goes down right on your phone. And you can see like the little camera window that would have showed us. And here's Megan's test. And you have to leave it on the table. We kept moving them further to the edge of the table. Once you close it, it closes like a little book. You can't touch it. So, and again, that's what the box looks like that everything comes in. I can already tell these work. I've taken many a pregnancy test in my life, and these work exactly like a pregnancy test. So when you start out, there's a single blue line there in the control spot where that single pink line is. And the swab is down here on the bottom and the chemical is there. And when you close it, what happens is the chemicals work their way up that's like a little absorbent strip in there. And the whole thing turns pink. And if it was positive, that second line where it shows, where it says sample, would show up immediately. But it didn't. And then all that pink hue is going to fade away and all that's going to be left is that control line, which means negative. Yay! And we're left with this pile of crap. So we've got Ben and my negative tests up there and all the wrapping and stuff that comes in it. And so we're just going to throw all that away when we're done. So we've got 11 and a half minutes to wait, and then the proctor will come back on and confirm that Megan's test is also negative. So Meg, what did you think of this experience?
Stressful.
Yeah, we were very nervous this morning. Believe it or not, These are the first COVID tests any of us have
Yeah.
taken in the entire pandemic. We have not needed to take them because we've been so careful.
It's possible for people to go the whole pandemic. Well, I mean, I guess we're only testing now, but
We've
for the
never
most
been sick.
We've never been sick. So it is possible for people to go the whole pandemic
Knock on wood.
without getting sick.
It is
yeah.
possible to
It's
keep
possible-
yourself safe.
Yeah, it's possible to keep yourself safe.
But you have to be really
Diligent.
diligent about it. Yeah.
My dad took a test once. When was that? He went to the clinic and
Months
got a
ago?
PCR. Oh no, it was way longer than that.
Oh,
6 months ago, maybe 9 months ago. He was quite sick. And I guess it just surprised me that he didn't have it. He was not positive. Because I feel like COVID is so much more contagious than any other virus that's going around that if you were gonna get something, it's surprising if you got a cold or the flu or whatever, but you didn't get COVID.
yeah.
So I was actually really surprised because he was coughing and stuff, and I was really surprised that he tested negative that time. And Andrew, my son, gets tested weekly.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets tested weekly at law school.
PCR.
No, I think they're antigen tests.
Okay.
But he's gotten a zillion tests and never gotten it. And again, very diligent. Although, I don't know, Andrew's not as careful as we are. He's gotten together with friends without masks and things like that. He went to Mexico early in the...
Well, you could have been careful in Mexico.
Yeah, he was probably careful in Mexico, but he doesn't, have any issue with wearing his mask, and he's required to wear it like in class and stuff like that at school. But this process, if you're gonna take a cruise, or you can also take these tests with you, you can pack them in your suitcase, and take them with you if you're traveling internationally, and you can do this same process from another country, like in your hotel or wherever. It's a lot less expensive. These are basically like $25. It was $200 for 6 of them. Yeah, I think that's right. I ordered 6, so we'd each have 2. And I also have some free COVID tests that I got from our dentist. Our dentist was giving away tests, and she gave me 4. And you can still order free tests from the government online. However, those are not acceptable for travel. Home tests are all antigen tests. You cannot do a PCR test on yourself. PCR test is the one with the really deep swab where they have to go all the way back down your nose and down into your throat and like your deep nasal cavity, your sinus cavity. You can't do that on yourself. It has to be done by a medical professional. And what the difference is the PCR test is being determined in a lab. So the only tests you're gonna be doing at home are antigen tests. The difference between like those free ones that you can get from the government or that my dentist gave me and the ones that we're doing right now are these are proctored, which means somebody is coming on the call with us and watching us do it. They're watching us open the test, they're watching us swab our nostrils, they're watching us put the swab in the test card and all of that, and they're confirming that we did it correctly. So that's the kind you have to have for travel. If you don't have the means to do this or you don't want to do this, then you're going to have to go somewhere and somebody else is going to have to test you. It can still be an antigen test, but they're going to have to be the one swabbing you, a pharmacist, a doctor, a clinic, something like that. Those can also be used for travel because you're getting an official result from a testing site or a medical professional. So that's the kind of test you need to travel. You either need to do one of these proctored home tests where they're watching you do it, and then I got the results 2 ways. They're on the Navica app, and they emailed it to me in an attachment. So I have 2 different ways to show Royal Caribbean our test results. If you went to a site or you went to a clinic or something, they're gonna give you, they're gonna email it to you or they're gonna give you a printout of some kind to show what your result is. I should also mention that you do agree when you do this test online on the proctored thing that you're agreeing that if you test positive, they're going to report your test results to your local health authority. So they would report it to the county health department here in our county. That's just so that they can follow up with you. I think they were probably a lot more diligent and strict about that at the beginning of the pandemic before vaccines were widely available, because they were really trying to like contact trace and things like that. But I know in our county health department got so overwhelmed that they couldn't contact trace anymore. They expected people to just do it themselves and inform people that they were around and that they might have exposed. The only 2 times that a positive test, at least in the United States or when you're traveling, is going to prevent you from doing something when you're traveling is if one of us tested positive right now, the cruise lines will not let you on the ship, okay? And if you're in another country and you're returning to the United States, at least as of the day we're filming this, which is May 27th, 2022, the United States still has a rule in place that everyone entering or re-entering the country, doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not, doesn't matter if you're a US citizen or not, everybody entering the United States has to produce a negative test when you get on the plane to come to the United States. So if you test positive then, you're going to be stuck wherever you are, in whatever country you're in. And this has happened to lots of people. There's lots of stories about it online. For as long as it takes you to either however many days the country requires, or you can produce a negative, well, because you have to have a negative test to show to the airline. I have heard stories about people who were able to like call their doctor at home in the US and get a certification of recovery, because you know maybe they had symptoms for a few days and then they were better and the doctor's like, yeah, you're fine. So those are the 2 times that a positive test will prevent you from traveling, is if you're going on a cruise and you test positive, or if you're outside of the United States and you have to fly back to the United States. There are still a few more countries that are requiring a negative test for entry. I think most of them are probably in Asia. Europe is pretty much wide open at this point. Okay, so we have 2 minutes to go. Still obviously very negative. I hope that this was helpful to you and that it helped you understand what's involved in the process when you need to test your kids as well as yourself. So if your child is under the age of 15, you have to administer the test for them. If they're over 15, like Megan was, because she's 17 until for a couple more days, she was able to administer the test to herself. So, but each one is an individual call. You have to do it each one individually. You can't do the whole family on one call. But we did this all within about an hour and a half is the total time. And honestly, the most frustrating part was logging into the eMed site. I had trouble with my password. But other than that, it's a really simple process, not complicated at all. And now that we've done it once, I think it'll be easy for us to do if we go on other cruises while testing is still required for cruising. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels.